if whether it's a romantic relationship or you're trying to
Mhm.
be a business partner, how can you tell if someone is lying to you?
So you're looking for the facial expression and the words need to match, just like the body language. So I never slept with that man. As somebody's
Mhm.
nodding, that's going to be problematic.
Right.
That's really problematic. And we're seeing a lot of politicians going, I absolutely support this candidate. Oh my goodness, it's hysterical. You're going like, no, you don't. Like your body is betraying you.
Mhm.
There was a clip where Hillary Clinton, she did this. It's on Apple, I believe. It's called Grit, and
Mhm.
she was, I believe, she's the executive producer. Like I'm kind of growling because I'm not sure. My body is not sure I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
And so she talks about why she stayed married and shit, because I knew my husband was a good man. And I was like, holy hell, woman. Holy hell. Like, you do not believe
Are you
yourself.
sure?
Yeah. So I think that's one of the most basic things I teach. And that is ironically not universal. Almost everything I teach is the micro expressions are hardwired into us as a
Yeah.
species, nothing to do with culture. There are cultures in the world that do different head movements. That is not always yes or always no, but it's sort of de facto so ingrained in our culture and in Western culture, Western Europe,
Mm.
North America, that we, if someone has grown up here and not in India or Sri Lanka, where there's different head movements that I know some of and not all of them. The other thing we look for is somebody, when you're telling the truth, it's like there's two things going on. Your body's telling a story and your words are telling a story. Those need to be aligned. Those should be the same thing, because our subconscious body doesn't know how to lie.
Mhm.
So the only way we can get our subconscious, our micro expressions to lie is if we're so good at betraying our brain that we convince ourselves that something is true. So that could be a problem with a spy or somebody with extreme delusion, that they actually believe what they're telling is truth, even if it has no basis in reality. But for most people, and I believe it's one of the reasons that some spies actually go insane, because that cognitive disconnect of living two lies, and it's one of the reasons that it's so unhealthy for us to live sort of this second hidden
Yeah.
life, where we're betraying people and where our body ends up responding as if we're betraying ourselves. So you're looking for, I like, the food was awful. It was disgusting. I had to eat things. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That doesn't mess with our nervous system. But I really love doing this podcast with you. And I'm growling at you. See, like that. Then I showed the oh crap face, because that made my body so uncomfortable
Yeah.
to put on the lie that I almost have to retreat and recover afterwards. So we're just such physical beings. I mean, I joke with my kids that, I have one kid who's deals with anxiety, and I send her to get a massage all the time, because I say we're made of meat. And so, yes, talk therapy, great, especially when it's somebody that's really good. But there are times when you just need somebody to rub your muscles,
Mhm.
just to sort of like manually remove the stress out of our bodies. And we know that with little animals and with little children, that they need to be like stroked and scratched behind their ears and like snuggled and held in close, that does something for us on a physical level. So when a loved one is really stressed, if you're physically there, you can help them physically. And they're, depending on the relationship. I mean, I don't touch my clients other than I give them a big squeeze and a big hug. But I do tell them, I have told some of these guys, you absolutely have to do a massage every week and just literally get the stress rubbed out of your body, because you're going to give yourself a heart attack.